Hey everyone, this is Wes from the Console Gaming Crew, and we couldn't be happier to announce that we are now part of the Boss Rush Podcast Network and are featured on BossRushGames.com. BossRushGames.com is a great place where you can find up-to-date news articles, blogs, and podcasts about video games. In addition to that, there is a growing collection of podcasts in not just the gaming community, but other communities as well. We are honored to be a part of such a great network of podcasters, so please stop by and give everyone a listen. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Yo, crew members, what it be?
Hey yo!
Whoa!
Yeah, that was excessive, bro.
The fuck
Like
was
even for
Hey
you.
yo!
You know what? He's eating a fucking whole. He's eating a whole plastic batch of fucking trans fats. That's what it is. What's up, everybody? Oh my God.
My goodness. Yeah, I am munching like M&Ms have become my a podcast snack.
Your pop, bro. I'm pretty sure you were like chowing down on them last night. We were playing The Ascent.
Yep.
Last night? No. Last night
you were
I didn't
just-
have
it was
M&Ms. Last
just
night
like-
I had.
it
I told
could've
you
been
all
like-
the things I had. Oh, it could have been. Yeah.
It could have been
No.
one in a fucking million things that this motherfucker had. He literally had the grocery store surrounding him.
Which is
Yeah,
funny
he listed
because
the candy aisle.
I mentioned
Jesus
all that
Christ.
shit that I could have eaten. I ate none of it.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
My
But anyway,
God.
why don't you let them know what we got going on today, brother? One brother, either brother, whichever brother wants it.
All right,
since
cool.
either brother wants
So,
it-
since
I was
none of
curious
y'all
if we're
like
just
to
gonna stay
talk,
silent or not.
Hello,
Jesus
Mexican
fuck.
standoff.
hey, we're actually going to do microtransactions today. Something near and dear to our heart that we fucking hate. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
it's funny
fucking
because
go.
how long ago was it that we planted the seed for this episode? I feel like it was back in the first season where someone mentioned microtransactions. We went, man, that'd be a hell of an episode. And now we're finally revisiting it like a year and some change later.
Easily
Well,
could be.
I think it was about, I don't know if it was the first season, but it was definitely about a year ago for sure.
Yeah, but
oh my-
microtransactions are something that have certainly taken over the gaming industry.
They have fucking plagued the gaming industry. Let's be realistic here, bro.
Yeah,
I agree
yes.
with that.
It's
Yes,
not.
it has.
It's not like a. It's not like a. So you know how like some games on like your like from the iPhone, like the Apple Store and shit like that. You know, they have microtransactions. Like, let's say it's like something for like 99 cents, right?
Yeah.
It's like $1. Okay, that's not terrible. You know, I prefer not to spend the money on anything if I don't have to. But 99 cents, not terrible. But like nowadays, if you look at it,
It's getting crazy.
it's just fucking, it's outrageous. Period.
It's getting crazy. But
And it's rampant, dude. It's everywhere.
Oh my God.
You can't play anything without them even at the announcement telling you whether it's pay to play or not.
Yeah.
But again, we know there is only one reason why they're able to do it, and that is
So we'll
because
still
people,
buy it anyway.
because
They're
people
gonna
buy. I mean,
fucking
maybe
pay,
not
dude.
necessarily us, but I mean, in some cases for sure. But anyway, yeah. So I think Anthony's going to start us off with a little history.
I am going to start you off with a
Let's
little
do it.
history, and you two are going to be surprised. Well, you might not be surprised because they're literally two of the largest companies in the gaming community, period. So let's start it off. Microtran. Wow.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow. Shit.
Let me start this off with a little
Microtransactions.
Micro Sam Jacksons.
Yep.
Micro Sam Jacksons.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Sam
Yeah,
Jackson.
Jackson.
Here we go, baby. Hell yeah. Jesus fuck. Microtransactions first gained large-scale visibility way back in 2006. Bethesda, there's company number one, Softworks,
Okay.
had just released The Elder Scrolls Oblivion for PC and Xbox 360 in March of that year. It was still early in the Xbox 360's lifespan, and Oblivion stood as a critically acclaimed, and fan favorite RPG exclusive for the console. Microsoft had previously offered up the idea of microtransactions early in 2005 as a feature of one of the new Xbox Live marketplace prior to the launch of the Xbox 360. The platform holder played microtransactions up as a new revenue stream for publishers and developers. At the same time, Microsoft called it a boon for players who didn't have to spend $5, $10, or $20 for bundles of content they didn't want. Instead, they could directly buy what they wanted to for $1 to $5. Now, really quick, hearing that, right? as much as we hate microtransactions, that literally brings up the point that I just made before we started talking about this. $1 to $5. That's not.
But well, here
that's not outrageous though for additional content. You know what I'm saying?
That's not outrageous. And even if it went higher than that, even if you're talking 10, 20, 30, an idea of a quote unquote good microtransaction is one that you yourself as the player can decide if you want or not. But if you decide you don't want it, it's not something that will negatively affect your gameplay experience.
Well, that's the
whether
thing.
it be online or something like that.
It shouldn't
if it's
be
something
hindered.
If it's something that you want it, get it. If not, fine. Not, if you don't want it, but other people get it, you're screwed. Like,
Exactly.
That type of thing.
So that leads us into the actual first company to adopt microtransactions. Bethesda was the first third-party publisher to jump in on Microsoft's idea in April of 2006. It released the first of its planned expansion content for Oblivion. That release was the infamous Horse Armor Pack for 200 Microsoft points, which was $2.50 on the Xbox 360, or $1.99 on the PC. Players could purchase alternate armor sets for their in-game steed. Fans were previously fine with the idea of the microtransactions, but were absolutely shocked by the pricing of the horse armor. In response, Bethesda simply moved forward with its plans, releasing new themed homes, a new dungeon, and new spells.
That's crazy because I did all that and clearly forgot that I paid for it.
See, there you go.
You forgot because it wasn't your money.
In 2006?
2006. I don't
What
think
the
that
fuck?
was
You
your
think
money.
I'm 10?
Dude, you just graduated high school, right?
I graduated in
2006,
05.
I had just graduated hye school. You do forget that I worked part-time in a restaurant, right?
Wait.
And had
Hold
my
on.
own money.
Part-time at a restaurant that your mom owned.
Hold up.
I still
Before
got paid.
Wait, if we're going to sit here and fucking like slam each other, can we just point out the fact that Andy just went as he was talking?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that picked up on that? I'm pretty sure Andy did and was hoping to God it was like when he squeaks, it was just going to disappear. I think not. I brought it up last night when we were playing video games. I find everything.
Yes.
You think that
my money?
The fucking snacks was going to disappear just like that? Not happening.
And you know why it was my money? Because that was a much easier time when my money was just like, if I want to blow all my money on this, why not? I wasn't paying rent yet.
Yeah.
So.
Oh God, dude. But that's actually all I have. So that'll lead us into, I think Andy, right?
Yeah.
That leads us into you. So I gave you a little bit of the history, where it came from, how it started, and of course the two largest companies that decided they were going to implement the microtransaction was Microsoft and Bethesda, and look at them now. They're one and the same.
Now
that is true.
That's crazy, right? But if you think about it, they're literally the two companies that decided to start the microtransaction bullshit, and now they're exactly the same fucking company. Well, one owns the other, but still, it's insane. It blows my fucking mind. And when I read this last night, I was like, I kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit. It was really like crazy if you think about it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Before I get into my part, I read this article on a website called hivelife.com, and it was like they had a quote from someone that like it made me think deeply about these microtransaction shits, and I think this is a perfect way to sum it up, so it's a good way to just piggyback off the shit you were saying. So yeah, you tell me how y'all feel about this. So the article is by James Lee. It's a recent article.
Can I interrupt you really quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I want to note that the reference for all the information that I got was from a website, usgamer.net.
Perfect.
Sorry, I totally wanted to not that none of that that I just spoke about was any of mine. It was all from an article on that website. So I just want to do the reminder.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, a pretty recent article, June 7th of this year. The article's by James Lee, just called "How Are Microtransactions in Games Impacting the Industry?" And I'm not going to read the whole article. It's a quote that stuck out to me. So we're talking about how the only microtransactions originally designed for games were exclusively cosmetic in nature. That's generally how it started, which makes sense for you because, like you said, the horse armor pack. It did offer, I believe, a little bit of armor to your horse. I'm not sure, or if it was literally just aesthetic. And Amazon Games, Rich Lawrence stated, and this is the quote, and it's fucked me up because you can definitely tell games have taken advantage of this. It says, microtransactions have created a paradigm that encourages developers to create problems in a game so they can sell solutions for them.
Oh my God!
Right?
You are that dude.
To
That
purposely create problems so they can then.
I literally want to take my computer and just flip it onto the bed. That literally just hit me in the field.
Put it out.
But yeah, that's
So you can pay to put it
that's
out.
That's exactly what it is, though. If you think about it, they're creating. Oh my God, my stomach hurts. It's disgusting. It makes me never want to play video games again. And just talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm creating a fire and then I'm charging you two to put it out. Right? Which is why it's so much nicer when you do have the companies that realize that they fuck up their games and then they put out patches for free that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, or you
but
can,
not everybody does
you
that.
Need, or let's just say really quick, you buy like a fucking microtransaction thing to level your guy up quicker, or you just fucking do the old school John and you fucking grind it out.
Exactly.
But
so
God, oh my God.
Yeah, it was just like I said, that just like jumped off the page at me when I read. But anyway, so you gave us the history and the first one, so we are literally going from one extreme to the other, and I'm giving you some of the most expensive and ridiculous microtransactions there are, and I had no idea that it got this ridiculous.
So if I'm gonna be really pissed off this episode.
I'm gonna ask you. Well, remember again, this is all optional. So
wait,
it's not like you have to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Did you just were you just about to turn this into a game?
No, not gonna start.
I'm going to ask you some questions, and you tell me what you think.
I just want each of you to give me an idea of what you think the dollar amount would be on the most expensive microtransaction out there.
$100.
Just
$99.99.
99. Okay, Wes, what do you think?
I think. See, I saw some articles where I saw some stuff that was like $40, so I want to go ahead and say like 60.
Okay.
Wait, I do have a quick question. We're not talking like DLC shit, right? Or we're talking like
anything that you have to pay for. It could be a DLC. It could be a song
season
pack
pass.
for. It could be a
pass.
song. A season pass.
Thank you, Wes. That's what
a
I was.
Song, a song pack for like a rock band type of thing. Anything that you have to pay for.
Okay, so even season passes.
I mean, season passes normally run like $30-$40.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to move off that 99, or are you sticking with that $9,900?
No, I'm sticking that $99.99.
Okay. And Wes, you said what?
60, I think.
60. Okay. So this first article that I have, which is off xfire.com, which is the 10 most expensive microtransactions.
Time to get mad.
So we're going from the cheapest to the most expensive. I actually have two articles for this, and there is some overlap, so bear with me. But going from the cheapest to the most expensive of the top 10, the cheapest one is starting at $60. So yes, Wes, you will be wrong. This is a Looking Glass ocular implant for EVE Online. Now, EVE Online is a game that pops up a few times. It is literally an ocular implant. It is just an aesthetic,
It's a $60 aesthetic?
$60. $60.
Fucking dick, EVE Online.
Right?
Fucking.
So, all right.
So
let's
fuck
continue.
you money when it comes down to gaming. I'm sorry.
And now look at this jump from this one just to number 2. And remember, this is going to consistently get more expensive.
I used to have I used to have fuck you gaming money until my fucking kid was born. And now
you thought you had fuck you gaming money until I get into some of these, and you're like, nope, this is a level of money I did not expect.
All right, that's
so
fair.
The next game is a game called RimWorld, which I've actually never heard of. It ended up being a major
dirty.
hit.
That does sound dirty.
Rim job. It ended up being a major hit and a large commercial success despite its humble beginnings, starting as a crowdfunding project in 2013. It was seeking the help of fans to accumulate a starting budget of a little over $200,000. Look, we have no problem with crowdfunding games. That's how Shenmue 3 came about.
Worse.
Exactly.
It makes I'm not saying it doesn't make what I'm about to say worse. I'm just saying crowdfunding and Kickstarter I don't have an issue with because you get great games out of it.
Correct.
Plus the people that donate money into it normally get a certain level of exclusivity with playing the game.
Correct.
So this game ended up in 2018 becoming one of the most popular indie titles on Steam, reportedly generating over $100 million in revenue. Not bad. Asking $200,000 to make a game, you gross over $100 million in revenue. Yeah. So back when the game was still seeking funding on Kickstarter, enthusiastic fans who wanted to be able to design a weapon, animal, or plant for the game would have to pay a $400 price tag to be able to do that. $400.
You know what? But here's the thing: is that considered a microtransaction since it was a part of like the Kickstarter? Like it was one of those packages that was
It
like
doesn't
part
sound
of,
like it's part of the Kickstarter though.
It's
Yeah, it
not.
does,
It's
because
it says enthusiastic
because you're
fans
creating-
could pay a $400 tier.
But here's the
to
thing:
be able to do that.
you're paying that before the game was ever even produced. So you're paying. So if you think about it, you're paying the
It's like a
$400.
preemptive microtransaction. I get what you're saying.
But that falls back. That falls back on the exclusivity of the game. If you're paying that $400 price tag before the game is produced, you have the ability to create something for in-game content that's going to be out with the game for that $400. That doesn't really sound like a microtransaction to me. That sounds like a $400 Kickstarter thing that where you get the exclusivity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that falls back on
that one.
You know what I mean?
We'll consider that one a gray area. So now we're moving immediately right back into EVE Online, who had the $60 the $60 ocular implant, and this is one of those games that offers in-game currency, which I believe is called Plex. So you know how we play Marvel Strike Force, you can buy power cores, stuff like that. The most expensive package I think is $100.
Right, and that's where I got the $99.99.
So in order to get 15,400 Plex will cost you a cool $500.
What the fuck, dude?
Why?
$500. Now it can, and again, due to the grind, it can be earned instead of bought, which means skilled players can technically unlock or purchase premium features for free through time and effort. So again, you don't have to do it, but if you don't want to put in that time, it's going to cost you $500.
Jesus. It's like jumping
now a couple of these are kind of cheating in a way because it's a like a package of all the DLCs. Like if you want to get a game and then kind of like what the season pass does, but if you were getting all the DLCs at once. So I don't know if you guys have heard of Train Simulator 2020. If you better really enjoy trains. Because
you better live for trains.
Train Simulator 2020 is all about the realistic recreation of train driving experience and presents players or trainees, since this actually uses educational software too, with the dizzying array of locations, routes, and train types to explore. That is, if you buy all the DLCs. The base game has quite a bit of content, but it's the DLCs that really drive it. And if you want to purchase all of the DLCs for Train Simulator 2020, that will cost you $10,145. Yeah.
I can't say anything. Like honestly, I am so irritated right now.
$10,145. So now moving up, we get to Dead or Alive 5. Everyone's played a Dead or Alive game, I'm sure, at this point.
DOA,
You haven't, just a fighting game. All of the costumes, again, just aesthetic. If you want to purchase all of the costumes on Dead or Alive, that will cost you $1,117.
Oh my god!
Yep. So again, these are a compilation of a bunch of things. Rocksmith, you guys remember the game Rocksmith? Came out around the same time as Rock Band Guitar Hero.
Yep.
If you want to purchase, and it's crazy because you don't think about it when you see the track list and you see, because everyone's done it. I've done it. You buy a song here or there. It's a song you really want to play. Fine. It doesn't cost all that much. Well, if you want to, have all the songs at your disposal, that will cost you $6,554.
I mean, Rocksmith is also at least the more legit out of them because
is that the one that taught you? Is that the one that taught you how to play the guitar though too?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, but I don't think I would spend $6,000 for guitar lessons.
At
like,
the same,
for a console. Like I'm spending $6,000, I'm going.
You're playing your own guitar. You didn't. You know what I mean? They didn't give you a guitar with the game. You already have your own guitar.
No, I get it. But if I'm paying $6,000, I'm gonna go see like an instructor and be like, all right, make me okay. Make it so I can at least sing my daughter to sleep. Like I could strum a tune or two. You know what I mean?
So
for $6,000, I think you'd be all right.
Oh,
now, this next one is 100% a microtransaction. It falls along the same lines as the one we were talking about with RimWorld, except for this game is already out.
Okay.
This game is already out. This is not part of a Kickstarter. And shocker, this is a game called Path of Exile, which came out around the same time as Diablo 3.
I know about that.
Are they now? Wait a minute. Are these a lot of these console games? Or are they also like? Because you said one of the games was Steam, so it sounds like a mixture of PC,
console, and PC.
Okay, all right. I wanted to verify.
Yeah, console and PC. So, Path of Exile has a great deal of goodwill within the gaming community for a simple reason: it came out the same time as Diablo 3, and while Diablo 3 had a notoriously troubled launch, this kind of came out at the right time. So you could get it's called the Ruler of Rayclast pack. which costs $12,500. Now, if you pay $12,500, it will buy you the privilege of design of a unique item and enemy that would eventually appear in the game, a special title, a mention in the game's credits, and several other perks that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So if I bet the bulk of that is just to get like a mention in the game credits.
Yeah.
Now we are getting into
My stomach
just
hurts.
we are getting into we're getting into the craziness now.
Stop! That was already
So-
fucking crazy.
I was about to
That's
say,
what I
we're not
thought.
even crazy yet.
That's what I thought. No,
Oh my
we are not.
God.
Now the
Why do I
now
feel
the
like
thing
we're
is,
getting close to
both
six
of these
figures here?
both of these websites, because we are.
Oh my God, dude!
and,
Stop.
and does it end there or does it not end there? Who knows?
I don't know, but I have an
Um,
innie now.
So
Oh
and
my
and both websites that I have here actually have the same one as the craziest one. So clearly that's unanimous. Have you guys heard of Star Citizen? Because I've definitely heard of it.
I have not. Actually,
Pretty sure I have, yeah.
I have not. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nope.
Star Citizen has gone through its share of pricing-related controversies, mostly aimed at the high cost of individual ships and game packages, despite having constantly delayed release dates. Nonetheless, enough people have faith, us included, in Star Citizen to have recently pushed it past its $350 million in funding. Now, though no longer sold, the biggest DLC pack for the game is what helped it reach that milestone in its funding, because the Legatus pack was only available to players who sunk at least $1,000 into the game, and it was a massive $27,000 package. $20,000 package, including every variant of every ship that was available at the time, alongside a bunch of other highly exclusive goodies and perks that would mark owners as the real high rollers of the galaxy. So $27,000 if you wanted to unlock everything that you could in the game.
Suck a dick.
You can't buy it anymore, but yeah, there's that. Now, moving on to a game called Curiosity. At least with Train Simulator, you got a bunch of locomotives and highly detailed realistic recreations of countries and track routes for that $10,000. Here, you only get a fancy chisel to use in an infinitely less interesting game way for more cash. So, the Diamond Chisel. The Diamond Chisel. This will cost you, it's not a lot, so relax. It will cost you a mere $77,000. Oh, Wes has his hand up. What's up?
We both
do,
motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't.
Did we?
Go.
It's probably gonna be the same question. Wes, go ahead.
No, I just want to. Do we have any information on how many people have actually bought these fucking things?
So maybe we can.
Yes, some
Oh.
of these. Some of these actually do. Like the one that I told you in the beginning.
Like,
the $400 here for that one game. I think 6 people had done.
See,
Like,
but
look,
that's
man,
not,
the
that's not
$60
terrible.
one, I'm gonna laugh at those people and make fun of them. Fine. You're spending. How much did you say this one was for a fucking
77,000.
chisel?
$77,000.
I thought you were gonna be like $77. I was like, okay.
No.
That's not
And it
terrible,
does
but
say here,
silly.
it isn't clear as to whether or not anyone actually ever bought it. But if anyone did, they'd have been in for a huge disappointment, because the prize was revealed to be a special role in the next game, which ended up having a troubled development cycle. So now here's the big boy. Here's the big boy that is
This is on both websites.
this is on both websites. Now, it's a game called Entropia Universe. It's a sci-fi space opera MMO unlike any other game, and despite running since 2003 and featuring some of the biggest exchanges of real money in a virtual environment, isn't really widely reported by the media. While it has many of the trappings of a regular massive multiplayer online, the game's weird economy, which is directly linked to real money, makes it an outlier. The kicker is that you can cash out in-game money to actual U.S. dollars at a fixed 10-to-1 ratio.
That's crazy.
So you basically buy, you're basically trying to run a planet, or you run a solar system.
Yeah.
And there is a planet called Planet Calypso that costs $6 million.
Oh my God.
$6 million. Yep, not a typo. Not a typo.
Go away. Go away.
So like I said, you can buy and sell a multitude of virtual goods. When you add a crafting system into the mix, Entropia can feel like a job more than a game. Every time you fire a shot, that bullet flying through the air is costing you real cash, in a sense. Players can also own and sell land, which is where Calypso comes into play. While ultimately the planet wasn't sold to one entity, technically you could have personally bought every single land deed and own the entire virtual planet, the value of which is $6 million. The land deeds were purchased in bulk by various real-life companies who still dropped massive amounts of cash in on the virtual land.
Oh my god,
So
dude.
yeah, so people actually did purchase that.
Okay,
Some
now that's
smaller,
straight up fuck you money.
now some smaller ones that are still ridiculous in games that we've played. So the Luxor Deluxe plane in Grand Theft Auto 5, it's like a gold jet.
Yep.
That'll cost you $130.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, $130 right there. I told you about the $500 in-game currency for EVE Online. This is one that pisses me off. That is going to lead into when I come back around to talk about the effects it's had on gaming. Is a game called Gun Bros. It's a mobile game. This one, I know we don't generally talk about them, but we're talking about microtransactions today.
Yeah, which literally opens the fucking book for every game, whether it's PC or mobile. So
for sure.
Yeah.
The worst is this type of game when a game sells power or items that make users better than people that can't afford to pay for them. And this is one of those.
I fucking hate that.
Gun Bros. It's
The pay to win.
It is an
pay to play.
It is an overpowered gun called the Apathy Bear gun, which they charge $552.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of pay to win, we're gonna have a little bit of an article in news for pay to win about a current game that we were actually talking about before we got on here. So
yeah, and the other ones are all crossover, the $77,000 for the chisel and whatnot. So clearly, microtransactions, you can go anywhere from your $1 or $2 for some horse armor.
Yeah, bro, that's back for fucking Xbox 360, which I don't think is a thing anymore. So
all the way up to $7 figures. $7
million.
Absolutely stupid.
Fucking dick. Eat a whole bag of them. In fact, it would cost you less money to buy a whole bag of dicks.
Yeah, I agree. But I had no idea that it went.
That's insane, dude. That's
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh.
It is. Yeah, it is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And I'm so kind of creeped out by that last game that I talked about with the $6 million price tag, because the fact that you have these big ass companies actually buying and selling this shit, like I feel like it's a certain group of people trying to take over the fucking world.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
They're figuring out how to do it virtually before they put their money into
absolutely.
You know, to one person's like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy this country.
Slowly happening, right?
Yeah.
It's a simulation to go ahead and see if the algorithm works.
But think about that.
It's working.
Now here's the thing. Like I thought just like you guys that $100 would be pushing it, but to see that something costs $130 just in GTA 5,
yeah, but that's fucking crazy
for a plane.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you think about it, so I think I spent like $120 on the special edition Horizon Zero Dawn to get the Aloy figurine, the metal case, all the artwork. That was like $120.
But that's not a microtransaction.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's like a whole big, beautiful bundle.
Like, yeah, you spent $120. Yeah,
Golden and GTA. Fuck off, bro. Like I'll spend that kind of money.
Yeah, because that $120. If you're a game collector and someone that likes video game collectibles, which we are, you get a physical collectible, you get other stuff, and more often than not, you also get DLCs with the games. So
I'm pretty sure like all the Grand Theft Auto games, they always had like the big loot boxes you could buy that were like $150 to $200 or even $300, where you got the game, you got like the figurines, but you also got like you also got all the updated DLCs, you got like in-game I guess like there were microtransactions that were already purchased with that big loot box, and you got it all. So like that kind of stuff I understand, because it's also like an actual collectible item as well that you can put like in a game room and shit like that.
Yeah, no, this is just a $130 jet you can fly around in the game, which does absolutely nothing for you except for show, hey, I'm an asshole. Because you see someone riding around in that thing, it's like,
what do you like steal it from them and then make it your own?
I like that. Hey, I'm an asshole.
Go kill someone, steal their gold Luxor, and just crash the fucking thing into the ocean.
Yeah. No, fucking find their house and crash it into that. Probably shouldn't have said that.
I like it, but it's fine. It's GTA. You can do far worse.
Yeah, that's true.
But
so true.
So Wes is going to go in and tell us what some of the biggest culprits are in this gaming industry when it comes to microtransactions.
I feel like I'm not going to be surprised though.
No, probably not.
After what I read, nothing's going to surprise me now.
Sure. I got my information off of tweaktown.com. It was a news article talking about
what a fucking website, dude.
Is this like where Tweak lives from South Park? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Maybe. The article talks about the earnings that companies got from microtransactions, DLC, shit like that. and it's all 2019 numbers. And this was, this was some of the better, like, more solidified numbers that I was able to find. Coming in at number 9, it's 9-1. So coming in at number 9 is Ubisoft. Now, with games like Rainbow Six Siege, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Division 2, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you know what I mean, and all the different stuff you can get with those, they brought in $636 million.
God, dude.
Just off of microtransactions alone.
I want to tag like microtransactions to my life and see if people pay for them. That's kind of like, you know what? No, it's an OnlyFans. I need to start an OnlyFans. That's microtransactions into my life.
I mean,
dude, I say this all the time. Whenever I see people making these OnlyFans and people getting all hot under the collar, I'm like, yo, make your money. Make your money.
Bro,
if
you had 50 subscribers at like $5 a piece, there's microtransactions into my life.
Dude, there's a chick that was getting some flack. I forget her name, but I just saw the article on Google the other day, who was a medical student towards the top of her class in a very good school, who started in OnlyFans and now makes $150,000 a week selling nudes. If I looked like that, I would do that. In a heartbeat. There's a thing. I'm pretty sure there's a thing though in nursing, just like the military. There's certain things you can and cannot do. I have no. Yeah, well, you know what? I love to help people, but being a surgeon ain't giving me $150,000 a week. So show me the money, honey. That's true. I mean, I probably do an OnlyFans for like dad hacks, simple life things. Think about this. Here's how I would spin it. That $150,000 a week, I could help a lot of people if I wanted to. I may not be physically healing them through, medicinal shit, but $150,000, I could help a lot of people. A week, $150,000 a week. That's insane. That's insane. Make your money. Well, don't forget obviously, now, OnlyFans takes 20% of everything. Take 20% of that 150. But here's my thing: is that $150,000 after that she's already paid the 20%? If it is, that's insane. But anyway, we just fucking interrupted everything. I'm talking about fucking dad hacks and fucking like microtransactions into my life. Wes, continue, please. Jesus.
Number 8, we're going to talk about Niantic, which is just from Pokemon Go. That is the only thing that they have on this list.
So not the Harry Potter John.
No, not even Harry Potter. Just Pokemon Go. You're talking about $894 billion.
My fucking stomach
the reason
hurts.
that doesn't support. Well, I mean, the billion maybe does, but I would have thought that they would have made a lot of money on it, because think about how big games have come out, but that was like a revolution. When that game came out, you couldn't walk down the street without seeing people
standing on the corner,
ourselves included.
Pokestops.
Yeah. It was so much fun, and I'm not mad at it, because it got people out. It got people out in the fresh air, walking around. You're still playing the game, but at least you were out walking around doing shit.
This game came out right after my daughter was born. So like,
I remember, because we would be like, hey, you want to go to the mall today and play Pokemon Go? Like, oh my god, seriously? Yeah, well, we did actually a lot.
We did that a lot.
Yeah, we went to the park. We went to Montauk Park.
I remember
walked around Keswick.
Yo, yeah.
I remember we fucking
taking over gyms. Yeah.
We were taking over gyms, and then like 2 seconds later, you see like this group of fucking like punks fucking take our gym away from us, bastards.
It was like a turf war. We were sitting outside of the one place, like looking at all the kids over at Petty's Flowers.
Yep.
It was like a turf war.
Everybody had Vaporeons in the gym.
But but think about like how quickly you could go through your things in that game, Pokeballs and stuff like that, and then it's just like, dude, I gotta buy more. Yeah. Like, so
now I will say, I'm almost guaranteed that should actually be million when I'm looking at the rest of this list. The 894, just because
894 billion seems wildly unrealistic.
Yeah. Also, just because of where the like number 1 is. So I'm pretty sure it's 894 million. There was a typo in this. I do apologize.
That's not your fault, but even at that, bro, that's a ton of money.
Just for Pokemon.
That's
could you have
microtransactions?
A free to play game. All you have to do is download it. That's
could you have, 890 however many $1 million, could you have like maybe kicked back some of that and given some people some free Pokeballs, because that'd have been cool.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. If you did the grinding in the game and you waited and you did like the fucking, you signed in every day and you got your Pokestops and shit like that, you technically didn't have to. It wasn't a pay to win sort of game. You could, it would take like 10 times longer, and you wouldn't be able to catch like the badass shit that was out there. But like the thing is like you didn't have to pay that stuff to play the game. Even though
That
we
is
all
true.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like the biggest thing with that game was the Stardust to be able to go ahead and level up your Pokemon.
Oh my god, that was so annoying. But yeah. Yeah,
So
sure.
the next one we have is Take-Two Interactive, and you talking about games like NBA 2K20,
Yeah.
GTA O, I mean Grand Theft Auto Online, Grand Theft Auto 5. From everything else, just from everything from them, you're talking about $1.39 billion.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I do know for sure. I mean, Anthony and I have noticed this with 2K. We have never done it, which still makes me feel good. But like the game will be out for a week, and you will go online onto the courts and see guys that are already like a 99 overall.
Well,
so
dude,
they purchased that VC pack that costs like
dude,
$100.
if you think about it, and the only reason I leveled my dude up so quick was because I remember the daily rewards. I hit like how many ever VC?
Yeah, you got super lucky.
Yeah, it was like 30 or
15,000. I thought.
No, it was like 30,000. I thought it was like 30.
30
because
I might have been right. Yeah.
Because I got 30,000 VC in like less than like 2 days. So it was fucking great, and that's what you would use to level up your guy. The thing is like that's the only reason he leveled up so quick is because I got that fucking super lucky fucking pool. But at the end of the day, you and I literally got the game when it came out. Because we were talking about getting it, and we played it, and when we finally hopped online, it wasn't even like a week later. It was literally like 3-4 days later, within the same week that we had purchased the game. There were dudes on there, like him and I were like 75 to 78 was like where we basically were between the two of us. It was somewhere in that overall.
Normal.
We were going up against dudes that were like 80, 90, close to 100 overall, and the game hasn't even been out for like a couple weeks. You're like, are you fucking serious right now?
Unless you play sun up to sundown,
which I mean,
for days and don't take a break for anything, and
it's
also
it's a possibility because like if you think about it and you play, but if you play all the games through the high school, college, and then you play like the first like month of games, right, in NBA 2K, you would accumulate enough VC if you didn't buy anything to level your guy up at least into the 80s. Okay, the thing is like, again, you know, at that point, you would have at least played the game for a couple weeks. Yeah. Just, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
It's crazy. And especially with a game like that where you can level up your guy the old-fashioned way, and it's not a long grind. You just play games. You just play the games and you practice. Like, that's it. Which is what you buy the game for anyway.
Correct.
Yeah.
We buy the game for.
So the next one we have is Riot Games. They earned...
Oh, we've talked about Riot before in the past, I think, about microtransactions and other issues that they've had.
Yeah, they're only number 6. So they earned $1.5 billion in 2019 just from microtransactions.
My god, dude.
Wait, how much was that? How much was that, you say?
1.6 billion.
1.5.
Oh, I thought you said 1.6.
Jesus Christ.
Right? That's fucking insane.
And here's another one of the big players that I'm about to talk about next, Epic.
That makes sense as well.
Fortnite. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
And just from Fortnite alone, not even talking about anything else that Epic Games puts out, $1.8 billion.
So really quick, I want to caveat off of what you just said and just digress back really quick to Riot Games. And I know we've all heard of League of Legends.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So that's right. So that is, I guarantee that's predominantly where
plus that's an esport game too on top of it.
Exactly. So that's where the bulk of their money, their 1.5 came from easily. But continue. You said Epic Games. So that's right.
Fortnite, the main one. Yeah. Like I said, just Fortnite alone, 1.8 billion.
My God. Well, I was gonna say, dude, this is another thing that comes down to like the effect that it has on games is that it's a trickle down effect because, you know, all these companies are in competition with each other. They're all in the gaming industry. They're all trying to sell games. So when you see these companies doing these things, making all this money that they can then put back into their, you know, whatever they need to make games and stuff like that, it kind of forces other companies to have to do the same thing if they want to be able to keep up and have all this money and do all the shit with it. So,
yeah, no, you're 100% correct, dude.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me.
Next one is Nexon, which makes games like Dungeon Fighter Online, and a few other ones. So they made $2.26 billion last year or 2 years ago. Fucking absolutely nuts, dude. And their main thing is doing free to play PC games. So almost all their money is coming in after the fact with micros.
Okay.
Another big hitter, EA, is next up. They're number 3 on the list.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Just number 3.
Yeah, just number 3. You have Apex Legends, you have FIFA, Madden.
Oh, hell yeah!
Look at that boy.
My son just made a cameo into the podcast.
He's like, wow! look at the eyes. He's like, oh my god. There's 2 other people in a screen. What is going on here?
I love the outfit too.
Hell yeah!
All right, so
there you go. So like the craziest thing though is like EA. We've talked about it in the past as well. I think before we actually started the podcast though. So it's been a while, but we've talked about it way back when with EA always being like one of the biggest culprits for microtransactions just to play games.
Yeah.
Well, so it was really funny. So with EA, I remember buying from GameStop. It was it might have been one of the Mass Effect games, and you needed to have an EA. In order to be able to play the game online with your friends, you needed to have a code. That only came with the brand new game. It didn't come with the resold.
Correct.
So I remember getting into this huge email battle with EA about that shit, and I'm just like,
wait, you or your wife?
No, actually, it was me.
Oh, okay.
It set me off that much to where I wanted to personally deal with this.
That's phenomenal.
But yeah, dude, it was such a shitstorm, man. It just irritated the shit out of me. So yeah,
I wouldn't have blamed you either because that's where I tagged my wife in too.
2.813 billion.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like that doesn't surprise me at all.
And that's only number 3.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Well, I feel like number 1 or 2.
Number 1, I never even heard of the company before. So.
Okay, well then I feel like number 2 is going to be like Bethesda or some shit like that.
No, Bethesda's not even on this list.
Wow. Right.
Number 2 is actually Activision Blizzard.
Okay.
Now,
I feel like that makes sense though because
another reason to dislike these fuckers.
Yeah. Now, once again, these are 2019 numbers, but I can tell you that.
Yeah, but I feel like they haven't changed.
I can't imagine they've gone down.
No, they've only gone up because in the last. I found this article on Game Informer talking about the last quarter. Just the last quarter, Activision Blizzard made $1.2 billion in microtransactions alone.
Oh my god.
1.2 billion?
1.2
Hey,
billion.
Activision Blizzard, you want to put some of that money into like classes for workplace conduct? Because that'd be cool.
Now, just to talk about how huge of a shift that is.
Can we tag them so they hear what he just said, please? Oh, it'd be phenomenal.
Tell me where I went wrong.
You didn't at all. Not even a little bit, dude.
In 2019, they made $3.36 billion.
God, fuck.
You're talking about Candy Crush, Call of Duty Warzone, Overwatch, World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft's probably one of the biggest ones.
It easily is, 100%.
So
World of Warcraft essentially launched the MMO scene.
So the number 1, who is mainly a PC and mobile gaming developer.
Oh, I don't feel like it's gonna be like I feel like it's gonna not be in the United States.
It's a company called NetEase.
NetEase.
They make a game called Knives Out, and they
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I, but I mean, they also hold some of the most popular mobile games on the market right now.
Yep, exactly. NetEase Incorporated, simplified. It's Chinese internet technology company providing online services centered on content, community, communications, and commerce. The company was founded in 1997 by Ding Li. Yeah. NetEase develops the operations, online PC and mobile games, advertising services, email services, and e-commerce platforms in China. It is one of the largest internet and video game companies in the world. NetEase has an on-demand music streaming service. The company also owns several pig farms. What?
Yep, that's random.
They're taking over.
These numbers are whatever. So this is their revenue. They have 18,000 employees. Total assets is 112 billion. Total annual revenue for 2019 was 59.24 billion. So I just wanted to give you and everybody else a little bit of like background on who NetEase is. Wes, please continue.
So what? All right, say again what they pulled in 2019.
59 point. I think it was like 59.3 billion. And I think that encompasses everything that they all of their commerce, like all the
just
internet shit.
on PC and mobile microtransactions,
5 billion.
NetEase pulled in $6.668 billion. Did
you say 6.66?
6.668.
Ooh, good number.
The mark of the beast.
I'm right here, bro. What are you talking about?
He's not marked with anything. But yeah, dude, like, dude, this shit's like, it's absolutely fucking bonkers. Like, yo, like,
yeah, that's insane, dude. That is fucking insane. 6.6 billion.
Like, and I mean, if you think about the top earning gaming companies, like, you mean Sony PlayStation is number one with I think it looks like 18.1 billion or some shit like that. Like, and then like, dude, at the absolute bottom of this list that I have is THQ Nordic, which is at like 332 million. Like, these companies are raking in a fuck ton of money, and these microtransactions are a huge part of that.
Yeah, it's silly. It's absolutely silly. Oh well.
But yeah, I know Andy was you're real excited to go ahead and jump back into this. I mean, with your next part.
So yeah, it is now my turn to finally. So it's finally my turn to talk about. You know, we've discussed all the microtransactions, how much money they make, what games incorporate, you know, how they incorporate them, and now what is their effect on gaming. Now, you can see from a monetary standpoint, they have a substantial effect on the gaming industry because look at how much money you just said these companies rake in.
Absolutely.
From using them. So you think, now we don't know because I'm sure they don't tell us, but if that money that they make is then invested in the right places, that can be where it can turn into a positive. If you can constantly be used to get, you know, better things, to make better games, larger teams, you know, a healthier environment, you know, Activision, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, but at the same time, we already did an episode that talked about that part of the gaming world when we talked about crunch.
Yeah.
To where you're talking about shrinking groups, but giving them much more responsibility, and that's why these people are working, you know what I mean, 17 hours a fucking day.
Yeah, how about you kick back some of this $6.6 billion to your workers? How about that? To your employees.
Did you hear what this man just did?
I'm gonna fuck you up and keep your mouth shut. Pull your mustache down and just relax.
I ain't gotta say it. You need to chill out.
You just insulted the seller.
Yeah,
now,
fuck, you and Activision are on the same level, asshole.
Now here's the thing. That's all, you know, conjecture. You know, if they invest this money in the right place, we don't know that they do. So if they do, it could be a pro. What we do know is it's not good in general because, like I said, you get games like I forget the one that we were talking about, but you can go into a shitload of other multiplayer online games where you have to pay to win because it will seriously fuck up your experience if you can't afford to pay the money that other people can pay for upgraded guns, upgraded weapons. And we actually, again, we don't generally talk about mobile games, but we will here because microtransactions are just as big, if not bigger, in mobile games than anywhere else. Yep. You know, we play Marvel Strike Force. You can clearly tell when someone has spent money.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah,
to charge people because you'll see characters that have just hit the market.
If that,
a couple days ago. And then,
speaking of that, just a caveat off of what you just said. So, speaking of Marvel Strike Force, and I guarantee you we're going to see it. Maybe not. No, we're going to see it. They have the new shit dropping for
Omega Red,
the Omega Red, Silver Samurai, all that kind of shit.
You'll see
that
a 7-star.
literally just showed up. That literally just showed up on my phone this morning as I started playing it. You could buy 55 shards and whatever else to help unlock the Silver Samurai. 100% guarantee when you finally get into the arena or somewhere like that to do a battle, you're going to see somebody have them, and they're going to be fucking super tough. And you're like, how is it even a thing? They just came out yesterday.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you can normally do those, 2 or 3 times. Usually,
2 or 3 times.
Those offers, you can
the one that I was just talking about is like $49. So if you do that 3 times,
so
it's round up at $50 a pop. That's $150 fucking dollars. That's insane. Like, are you kidding me?
But like I said, we know there's people that do it because these characters just come out.
I know.
You end up going to a war or something else, and you see these people that are 7-starred up. Their gear tiers are all the way through the roof, and it's like, I can't, I have to take so much more time to get to where you're at because I can't afford to pay this money, and it ruins the experience. And you have that in not mobile games. Sorry, you have them in like first person shooters and stuff like that where people can pay for all sorts of upgraded gear that you can't afford. And then, I always said, like, you should be able to find a way to keep the people that pay to play together on one server and keep the people that don't on another.
Yeah, I mean, as silly as it sounds, but I agree. You are correct. I
don't know what it takes to do that, but I mean, because I don't do that shit. So
billions of dollars billions of dollars, obviously, that they're not gaining in additional revenue from just
of course not
digital content.
Of course not. They definitely can't. They definitely can't afford it.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, definitely can't afford it. But
anyway,
yeah. So the effects are overwhelmingly negative. You're very hard pressed to find a positive spin unless you're legit just talking about generating money from the company standpoint. That's about it. Other than that, all it does is try to drive home that you're not going to have as much fun as somebody else if you can't afford to do so. So
yeah,
which is shitty. But yeah, so make a long story short and a short story long. Yeah, the effects on online multiplayer, just games in general, is pretty fucking negative.
And as long as we continue to keep on buying this stuff, it's never going to change.
Now, here's the thing. We are about to get into that does lead us right into perfect segue. What microtransactions we have purchased in our lifetimes. And while I did say earlier that this has brought to my mind that I have spent a lot of money, I actually can't think recently within the last few years that I've spent a lot of money. Have I spent some on Marvel Strike Force, which we were just talking about? Yes, but it's usually the 99 cents for an orb pack.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was going to say. And I'm agreeing with you right there. I think it's been, I haven't spent any like money on any microtransactions or any of that kind of stuff in like video game related, unless we're talking like Strike Force, and it has never been over the 99-cent value.
Yeah.
And even at that, I think it's been about 8 months since I've even spent any money on this game. So it's not that I don't have time. It's not that I don't have the money per se. I just don't want to spend anything more than $1. There's so much more money.
Like $20 can go in your gas tank. $20 can go in your stomach. $20 can go.
It can also go in your gas can. Yep.
Yeah, your gas can. It can go a lot of places. But yeah, if we are talking about video games, I do know that I did spend, funny enough, that money for the horse armor in Oblivion. So I guess technically I bought the very first microtransaction ever. Wes, you can go right on ahead if you would like to. While I continue talking, I have purchased songs here and there on Guitar Hero, which I know costs money. So Dragon Force, of course, you had to. In Guitar Hero 3, I think that was. So I bought things there. I've bought DLCs for sure before the season passes were a thing. So, I bought DLCs for Oblivion I don't remember when season passes first started. If one of y'all want to look that up, I don't remember who the first game was that started that shit. I want to say that it was Bethesda with a Fallout game, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I know I bought DLCs for games, but that's it. As far as like in-game stuff, I've never spent money for more powerful guns, for more powerful armor. I've never done any of that. And I'm certainly not going to be spending $6 million on a planet anytime soon.
Oh my God, no.
So, what about you guys?
Hold on really quick.
Oh, go ahead.
So, you asked the question of season passes and when they started. So we'll start here. I'm on Wikipedia, so the information could or could not be correct. But here, this is it. It's a secret. But here, it's a little paragraph. I'll read the whole thing. It says one of the first season passes in video games was used by Rockstar Games, which doesn't really surprise me. It don't surprise me. In LA Noire in 2011. Later the same month, Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment continued the trend with Mortal Kombat. EA released their season ticket in August of 2011. So it seems like they became very common in AAA games. So basically all of your big games.
Okay.
And they started around 2010, 2011. So there you go.
I mean, look, I've bought season passes for the Borderlands games.
Yeah, which is like we're all culprits for that.
You mean like I've like,
but there's a reason
I'm talking about like a Niantic, right? Pokemon Go. I mean, we've all done it.
Yeah.
Strike Force, I've probably done it once or twice. Marvel Puzzle Quest, I've definitely done it.
Realistically, these companies are smart because they got us to do, granted it is a better deal, they got us to do one thing just to avoid another. Because why did we all start buying the season passes? Because we were buying the DLCs and they got too expensive to just buy each one individually.
Yeah.
So we started to buy a season pass. So again, this goes back to that whole, technically, like a company can create a problem just to sell the solution. They created the problem by charging,
X amount of dollars,
$5, $10, $15 per
Well, I mean,
DLC.
they've been doing that with DLCs for how long? I mean, they could have easily went ahead and came out with the game with everything. You mean with all the stuff that we wanted from it.
You know what's scary though, with like season passes and shit like that is like, it could be like a critically acclaimed game, and you buy the season pass, and then the game flops, and you're like, oh, I don't. And then like, let's just say, let's say
Cyberpunk did it.
Exactly. So let's go back to
Anthem was a pretty big.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was just gonna bring up. So let's say you bought a season pass to Anthem for additional DLCs that were gonna come out. Right. $25-$30, and then it's no longer supported. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're not getting your money back.
Yeah, you're out.
No, you are out your fucking money. That's what's fucking crazy. Speaking of microtransactions and DLCs, we talked about this. I think it was definitely more than a month ago. But we talked about the
DLC,
the Ghost of Tsushima DLC
and Death Stranding, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be buying the Ghost of Tsushima DLC shortly.
We figured.
Dude, I 100%ed the game. Like everything is at 100%. I really want to see where the story goes.
I get it.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
No,
I know, but I told myself and I told all the listeners I'm not fucking buying it. Well, I guess I'm fucking buying it now, aren't I?
This is part of the evolution of gaming, whether it's a positive or a negative thing.
Yeah, but so, they created these DLCs for $5, $10, $15, and rather than being like, hey, we can either scale these back or acknowledge we make a shitload of money, these people are buying the game anyway, so for extra content, we'll just, we'll pull a Witcher, and we'll just give you this shit for free. No, they said, hey, we'll give you a season pass. You're still going to pay us money, just you're going to save
at a discount
$8.
Fuck off.
You're going to save $8. So they created a problem, and then they sold us a solution. So... It's crazy. And we all do it. We'll all still do it, especially if it's a game, that we really like. But like you said, and it's a crapshoot because you never know what's going to happen with the game. Yeah. You're buying it not knowing if the game's going to flop and be virtually unplayable. Yep. And then, then what?
That's why, so believe it or not, when it comes to like season passes and shit like that, I've waited multiple times depending on the game and seeing how well it did first.
What made me do that, I do the same thing now. What made me do that, because the mentality I always had before is there's certain games that no matter what, you're going to love and you're going to want the DLCs for, which were an Elder Scrolls game, a Borderlands game, a Fallout game. But so then Fallout 76 came out. And it went, oh, okay, even you can fuck up.
Oops!
So, yeah.
And then
even you can fuck up.
Even with Fallout 76, when they went ahead and did that Fallout first, which is like they pay $100 a year, and you go ahead and you get, X amount, like more storage or whatever the case. And then like, I remember telling you guys about a story that people started hunting and killing guys in the game that went ahead and did that because it shows up
in next to your name, like your tag, basically.
Yeah, next to your gamer tag. Because it's a status symbol.
Yeah.
So so people started shooting those guys and then taking their junk and their gear. You know what I mean? After they killed them.
Which I think is hilarious. Buy this thing at your own price, sir. You got all this shit. You better hope you can defend it. Yeah. You better hope you can defend it. You want to place your mansion out in the wasteland? Good luck. People are coming for it.
Pretty much.
But yeah. So, Wes, did you?
Speaking of mansion, really quick. Hold on.
Cut Wes off there.
We didn't cut Wes off. Maybe we did. Speaking of mansion, remember when we were playing Fallout 4? And we built this fucking massive mansion on your Fallout 4, and we had a fucking basketball court on the
Dude, we had one of the sickest places I've ever seen. And if I can find, my game is in the closet. I want to fucking plug that in and see that shit again, bro. We had a hotel that on one floor there was a movie theater. We had the rooftop basketball court and bar. We had the concession stand in the beginning where I had how when you wanted to put up bottles, you had to physically like pick them up, hold them, and try to place them gently. I had like 30 Nuka-Cola Quantum bottles.
Bro, we spent
on the shelf so much time.
We spent like 4 to 6 hours. Like normally you would like play video games. No, we spent 4 to 6 hours creating a fucking hotel.
And
it was so worth it though.
And the reason that happened is because every time we did something, one of us was like, but what if we did this? And then I was like, oh great, here we go. It's not okay just to have a hotel with a freaking movie theater. It's like, but what if you could go up on the roof, grab a smoke, and play basketball?
Yep,
like, oh, fun. All right.
So
go ahead, Wes.
Now, yeah, but I mean, dude, you should see what, just keeping in the Fallout realm before we go ahead and start getting into news. You should see what these people can build in 76, dude.
It's insane. It's insane.
Dude, yo, these are like 7-8 level fucking houses.
Compounds, dude. They're compounds.
It is absolutely fucking bonkers, man. Like, so impressive.
No thanks.
I learned how to do it just because someone taught me how to like do the cheat building. Like I'm sure like with the floors and the ceilings and shit like that. So I was able to get a lot more bang for my buck. But
that was all.
I mean, that's definitely something that for all the bad things that there were with 76, they did improve a lot on the building mechanics in that game and the shit that you could do.
Yeah, they definitely did.
But anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that was an emotional episode.
That was yeah.
That was a roller coaster.
That took us places.
Took us places. I have no.
I feel like it was a roller coaster that was just constantly going down.
Yeah, it was at a high rate of speed, with potential crash at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, we survived.
But hey, Wes, what time is it?
It's time to do some news. That's staying in. All right, so got a handful of news articles for everybody. First one we'll go ahead and just knock out real quick. Smash Brothers Ultimate. We got the final character for the DLC, and it is none other than the main player from Kingdom Hearts, Sora.
Yeah, pretty dope. Mushing people up with that key.
Have either of you ever played any of the Kingdom Hearts games though?
Yes, I actually have 2 of them on my Xbox as we speak.
Hell yes.
Well, actually, one on the PlayStation, one on the. I was confused because I tried my hardest to find Kingdom Hearts 2 because Alex was playing the first one because the first one ended up, I think, being free on the PlayStation Store, and then 3 had just came out. So I was like, now that I've seen 1, I kind of want to play 2. Couldn't find 2 anywhere, but they had for free. They had like Kingdom Hearts 1.5 times 2.5 or something. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck this even means.
Yep.
But sure, I'll grab that.
Yeah, they've done so many fucking remakes on it.
So they're fun.
Yeah, they are.
Like Jess has played the first one, and she actually has all of them. You know, because I bought her 3 for the PS4, I think, like last year or some shit. But like the part I'm actually excited to see with this game is whether Sora can like pull in, you know how you have like the big moves and like everybody comes with you and shit like that, and you go ahead like really just go ham. Like I want to see if like you get like Mickey and Goofy and Donald
probably
coming in, and just going nuts.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't see why not. That would be.
You're not going to have.
I feel like that would do a disservice to it though.
Yeah, you can't have such like this long-winded unveiling of a key final character and not have some cool shit like that come with it.
I see what you did there.
Good
on you, sir.
But yeah, I wonder where the game is obviously very, very fun. It's always been an iconic game, but like where do you go from here? Like you had Smash Bros. Ultimate. Where do you go after that? There's no more characters you can bring unless you wait.
Well, no, this was the final character for Smash Bros. Ultimate. You know what I mean? There are no more spots.
I know, but what I'm saying is, you come out with another Smash Brothers game at some point. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna call it, since you just had it's fucking. I don't know what you'd call it, but like
Ultimate,
rehash all the same.
Ultimate.
Basically, you're probably right.
Nintendo, if you come out with this, we'll sue you.
He wants money.
Just a little bit.
Just a mention of the console gaming crew. That would be nice.
Oh hell yeah! But I mean, like, you have Kazuya from Tekken. You have
watch your mouth.
You have Pyra from Xenoblade. You have Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. Dante from Devil May Cry. Like, dude, you have so many different fucking characters in this, man. Like, in this game, like, it's good. When they have some actual real fucking gameplay for Sora, I'm definitely pumped to see it.
Oh.
So next one I want to talk about. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm going to leave it to one of these gents. I forget who said they wanted to talk about this. We're talking about actually, I think it was Andy. You want to do a little Shenmue?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, I can just do two in a row if you want me to, because they're both movies related or series related. So, yeah. So Wes, I had no idea it was coming. Wes just sent me an article the other day of a trailer for the new Shenmue anime series, and my word, have I been excited, because you've probably heard me talk about Shenmue multiple times on this podcast. It's a game that, for as revolutionary as it was, seems to have flown under the radar somehow, because not a whole lot of people know about it, but Yu Suzuki, the legendary video game developer and creator of Shenmue, is now bringing his, he's now bringing his story into a, what'd you say, 13 episode, a 13 episode anime series, that seems like it is going to, now, Anthony told me it is, it's going to have a lot of the core things that OG players will know, but they also want to bring in some new viewers, so I'm sure they will expand upon the original story a little bit, add in some new things, but
yeah,
I can only speak on it from, the standpoint of an OG fan that played the original game on Dreamcast when it first came out, and it's only like a minute and 20 or a minute and 30-second trailer, but in that short amount of time, you see basically every important character that you come across in the game, you see in there. So you see Chai, you see Landy, because the whole story, long story, way short, you're Ryo Hazuki, you witness this guy, Landy, kill your father in pursuit of something called the Dragon Mirror. And that just basically sets up the whole story of you trying to track this guy down, avenge your father's death, learn certain things along the way. But so you see Landy, you see like a little scene of them recreating the initial scene from the Dreamcast game with him and his dad getting into a fight.
There's a hell of a lot of potential for, like anime wise of the story. Okay,
so yeah, I mean, everything that I saw in that trailer made me super excited, hoping that it goes over well and they can continue it, because it looks like it's going to mainly follow the story from the original game. But then there's also Shenmue 2, which came out for the Xbox 360, and then the most recent Kickstarter Shenmue 3, which came out in 2019, which I have not gotten to play yet. But if this goes over as well as I think it could, and this type of game lends itself perfectly to an anime series, perfectly.
Yeah. So one of the things that the creator went ahead and said. He said that the animation is a lot more straightforward than the game. It is perfectly suited for creating a linear story. So it seems like he feels that it's much easier to go ahead and, kind of compress the game into just
streamline it.
Into a story that could just put straight up. Because think about it. You don't need to do multiple ways of people to talk multiple things to go ahead and try to work a particular conversation. Everything now is just one way.
Yeah, and the director did say that they will be adding in elements of, things that you associate with a Shenmue game. You associate Ryo going around talking to a bunch of people in the city or in the town or wherever to find out certain clues as to where to go next, where to look for. So there will be an element of that as well. I wonder how many. I'm just wondering how close they're going to stick to the original story, or if it's going to be something where like the first couple episodes are going to be the how the original game went, and then they kind of take it on its own path. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with it.
It's funny because I want to see. One of the things I heard you and Anthony talk about with this game that always stuck out to me was you guys talked about being in the market and doing one of them coin slot things and getting like the little little trinkets,
the little gacha toys.
Yeah. So I want to see those. You know what I mean?
Okay, so perfect. I'm actually glad you said that because it gives a couple more talking points here. Like I said, for someone like me who is such a huge fan of the game and played it multiple times, certain things that I would love to see, yes, absolutely, I would love to see that in there. I would love to see, any scenario of him training with Fuxan in the dojo. Obviously, I want to see, the Dragon Mirror, stuff like that. I would love to see other characters that I didn't see in the trailer. I would love to see an element of, because such a big part of the game was your job. You actually had a job from a certain time to a certain time every day once you got to that part in the story. I believe in the first game you were a forklift driver, which was dope because the best part of the day was in the morning before your shift, there was forklift races. And you could get prizes for
I love that.
So it would be so cool to see a forklift race. There was a large, one of the biggest parts of the game was this large 50 or 100-man battle at the docks where you work against the Hells Angels, the biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be dope to see some of that. It'd be cool to see him going into the arcade, because another part is you can go into an arcade, and one of the coolest things about the game was when you went into an arcade in Shenmue, you could then play older games in the arcade. So that racing game that we've probably all played in the arcade at some point, Super Hang-On, the motorcycle game.
Yeah.
You could play that. You could play I forget some of the other games, but there's plenty of games to play, so that'd be dope to see there. Obviously, there has to be a heavy emphasis of martial arts.
Well, I mean, definitely that's what it seems like with the trailer that we got.
Yeah. So, but it'd be cool. Hopefully they spruce up the dialogue, because the dialogue can get, like, Mike, my cousin and I always used to mess around with each other every now and again and do what we called Shenmue speak, where you'd go up to someone and be like, so can I have a sandwich? You'd like a sandwich? Yes, I would like a sandwich, please. Do you have a sandwich? Like, the dialogue again. Again, crazy. Do you have any idea where the South Carmaine Quarter is? It's around there to the left. Oh, so to the left is the South Carmaine Quarter. Yes. So if they could spruce up the dialogue, that'd be dope. But I'm so excited for that. The first episode is going to be coming in 2022. So we still got a little bit of time. But that is Shenmue, and then we will keep it in the series world, and we will move right on to another one that I'm super excited for, and that is the movie reboot of Resident Evil.
Yes, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City.
Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. And again, obviously, as an immense fan of Resident Evil as I am, there were some things in this trailer that super duper popped out at me. One, I'm sure you guys saw it. You watched the trailer, right, Ant?
Yeah.
That was one of the trailers you did see?
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone noticed that they actually captured... Because one of the biggest gripes that we had... Well, I don't know, I'll just speak for myself.
Yeah,
when the original movie is... It really didn't capture much of anything from the game. Outside of the fact that you had zombie dogs, zombies, and, uniforms.
The liquors.
That's all you got from the original movies, and they added characters that had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, and so
Alice.
I feel
like what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you doing?
I feel like this is one of those. The trailer didn't do it justice, I want to say. I feel like it's one of those you're gonna have to at least watch the first episode, and then we can circle back to it and talk a little bit about it. And being that these two are both coming out, and speaking of, I don't know if this was brought up. This is going to be your first anime. Yeah, going back to Shenmue really quick. This is going to be your first anime, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Ooh, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
So these are both going to be really. I think this could actually be another episode that we actually do where we actually break down Resident Evil and Shenmue. And
absolutely.
And in all reality, I think if you guys wanted to, we could get together and watch them.
We'd have to figure some things out, but
yeah, we'll figure it out.
What I was gonna say was, before I forget, I think, and I'm hoping, and it seems like they did with this Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. I think they've this is something it seems like they're putting out for those hardcore fans that were mad about how the movies turned out. Because when you watch this trailer, like you said, even though it is super short and they don't give you a lot, they give you some iconic things in there. You
Correct.
see a liquor at the end, which is iconic but not super iconic. It's there, but they also, I'm sure you noticed, they recreate the most famous original scene from the Resident Evil game, which is when you're walking down the hallway and you see that verse zombie and he just kind of turns around and you see the side of his face. They recreated that in the trailer. So, and then you see, you see the RPD, the Raccoon City Police Department. You see, it starts with Chris and Claire. And I don't remember if Jill was in there. Was Jill in there? I don't even remember.
She's supposed to be in the movie.
Okay, fair enough. I just didn't remember if she was in the trailer or not. But
I don't remember. So speaking of the cast, and I didn't even realize this before, Nathan Dales is in this.
Is he really?
Yes.
Who does he play?
He plays Brad Vickers.
Brad Vickers. Is Brad Vickers like the first dude that dies in the first Resident Evil game? Or no?
I don't remember, but fucking Daryl from fucking Letterkenny. That is hilarious to me, dude. I'm so excited to see him in something other than Letterkenny.
Hold on, because I'm looking. So Brad Vickers, Vickers wasn't much of a fighter, and it is not mentioned as to whether or not he had served in any combat capacity before his recruitment to Stars. Like I said, I'm trying to remember if he was like the first person that fucking dies.
That shit's funny though.
That is funny as shit that he's in there.
I want to see him. I want to see what he can do.
I'm a huge goddamn Resident Evil fan, so just like I wanted the original shit that they came out with to be good, God, do I want this to be good and just follow. Like this is what we talked about before. The blueprint is there. The blueprint's there. Stick to the blueprint. You will be just fine. Because you see what happens with movies like the Resident Evil movies, with movies like the Monster Hunter movie that they came out with. Stick to the blueprint.
Fun fact, she was in both of them.
Yeah, we know this. Yeah, and they were also both made by her husband, right?
Both
yes,
terrible.
her husband was the director of them, yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Keep your ass back in the Fifth Element, keep your husband away from my video games, and we will be okay.
Jeez.
Clearly, I don't have anything against her. It's just her husband makes shitty video game movies.
Makes shit.
Yeah,
like we're not gonna go for third time's a charm with this guy. He fucked up twice. We're gonna leave it there.
Well, I feel like they're gonna go third time's a charm. They're gonna find something else for this guy to fuck up.
Probably. I swear to God, if he has anything to do with like a Silent Hill remake, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
So to keep the news moving, we're gonna talk about Pokemon Legends. With some people, some of the fans decided to start looking at the map, and they've realized that it doesn't necessarily look like it's gonna be a fully open world game. It's going to be much more of like a Monster Hunter Stories, which is a game that I've been playing, type of world, to where that you have big chunk sections, but say if you go into a cave, it'll basically give you a quick black screen and then you're inside the cave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It'll be stuff like that. Look, I'm still super excited for this game just because of the way that it looks like it's made.
Yeah, dude. Like, fucking give me the game already. Sorry.
Yeah, so a lot of people are comparing it to like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, or like how the wild area and the Crown Tundra are in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So once again, I'm ready for this game. I want this game like badly.
It's
going to be so much fun when it comes out. I have two more things before we let Anthony clear us out on the news. Forspoken, which is a game that we talked about during the last PlayStation Showcase. We got a little,
Super excited.
Oh yeah, so we got a little bit of information on it because they said that the game is essentially going to be like a magic parkour when it comes down to like how you traverse the world.
That's so funny because didn't we fucking say that when we were watching? I was like, okay, so she's jumping around these rooftops. She's definitely parkour, and I don't know what she's doing, but she's like shooting magic balls. Parkour. That's basically.
But so this came out. There was an extended special showcase as a part of the Tokyo Game Show 2021. And from there, they went ahead and talked about the main character, Frey, who is a young woman who falls through a portal and ends up in a strange land of Athia and the adventure she embarks on in order to try to get home. From there, she has a thing on her wrist to be able to go ahead and it talks to her and it's all magic and shit. And then she learns how to go ahead and do particular types of spells to be able to... Yeah, magic and shit.
You got to do magic and shit.
Hell yeah. And
Could you imagine if they talked like that back in the day? Yo, how'd you take down that dragon? Like magic and shit.
Yeah, simple shit.
What are you doing? I'm doing magic and shit.
Oh god.
But yes, shut up. So I forget when this game. Oh yeah, so the game's gonna be coming out for the PS5 and PC spring of 2022. That's the most we have on when it actually is gonna be released. Next one I have has to do with Gearbox. So, and I know you guys are curious about this. Randy Pittsburgh is going to be stepping down as Gearbox software president, but still remains as the Gearbox Entertainment CEO.
So this is like an okay positive story. This isn't like he touched someone improperly there and is stepping down.
No. Now I will say that Randy Pittsburgh.
We'll find out.
That's like what everything is these days. Whenever I see someone stepping down or like a lesser role, I'm like, oh, what did you do?
He does have a little bit of a past of some squirrely things I have heard, but that has nothing to do with this particular story.
Whoa. Did we talk about him before on an episode? There was someone in Gearbox that we talked about, wasn't it? Or no?
I don't think it was Gearbox.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to look that up real quick.
Continue.
So, Gearbox Software has announced that the former Chief Technology Officer, Steve Jones, will now serve as the new president of Gearbox Software following a leadership shuffle. Randy Pitchford is going to still be... He's still going to be running the parent company, which is Gearbox Entertainment, but he just won't be running the software portion of it. His main thing is that he wants to focus more on film and TV. And you mean with the newly formed Gearbox Studios. Now, from there, we already know we're going to be getting a Borderlands movie, which has people like goddamn, I can't remember the names.
Jack Black, Kevin Hart.
Jesus fuck. Kate Blanchett.
Yes, Kate
Jamie
Blanchett.
That was
the one else. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, so that's going to be what is going to be happening with them.
I just want to say something real quick.
That was a horrible statement. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to say something real quick. Hold on. I typed in Randy Pitchford on Google. And I go scroll down a little bit, and some website called Recetera.com, the title just says Randy Pitchford continues to be a huge asshole in huge trouble. So, I don't know. I think it's just like a forum, so I don't know.
When was that article written?
And then August of 2019. Randy Pitchford on Twitter, geesh, you're an asshole. Randy Pitchford lawsuit ends with a whimper and a handshake. I'm going to read this while you continue.
Okay.
That's a solid title, by the way.
That really is. Yeah, so in a tweet, Pitchford further explained that he will be responsible for high-level creative and business strategy while also serving as a hybrid chief creative officer where necessary, meaning Pitchford will still offer guidance on various creative projects at Gearbox.
With all this shit,
crazy.
With all the shit going on, with the crunch and with Activision Blizzard, and just a lot of things coming to light these days. Are you guys like me, where you're just hoping to God that it doesn't touch a gaming company that you love? You're not forced.
Well,
could you imagine if what's going on in Activision Blizzard was a Gearbox thing, and then you actually had to have like a morality discussion with yourself as to whether or not you'd want to buy another Borderlands game,
or like EA?
Or EA, or
you know what I mean, with NHL and all that other shit. Yeah,
like fuck. NHL, they give me the same game every year anyway, so no real huge loss there. But I say all the time, like Activision Blizzard doesn't. I mean, what's happening there bothers us, but not like I don't think not purchasing Diablo 4 is killing anybody inside. Like, not here. I
could live without it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we could live without it. For the right reason, we could live without any game, but I'm saying it'd be a lot fucking harder if it was like you said, like a Chell or a Borderlands game for you, or if you found out like Ghost of Tsushima.
Capcom did something
like,
so like
babies or something.
Yeah, dude, it would be tough.
It would suck. So every time this shit happens, I'm like, please don't come to like Moon Studios or Capcom or fucking like. Can we just
keep it to yourself?
Yeah. Can we just keep your assholishness where it is and fix it?
Yeah.
All right. So our last article we're going to be talking about is one that Anthony's going to dive into, and it has to do with
microtransactions.
Avengers. Yeah.
Perfect.
And microtransactions. Funny thing.
Perfect.
So this article is directly through a website, and I've used this website multiple times. It's called comicbook.com. They do everything, a lot of crazy stuff. But anyway, the name of the article is Marvel's Avengers called out by players over controversial pay to win update. And I'm going to read the whole article. It's not very long. So across Reddit, Rest Error, and Twitter, Marvel's Avengers is currently being called out by players over a controversial update to the game's marketplace. Last week, Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix inked a deal with Xbox to add the Avengers game to Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on Xbox One, Series S and X, and the PC as well. As you would expect, the addition of the game to Xbox Game Pass has given the title a mighty injection of new players who Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix are now trying to cash in on. Unlike previous weeks, this week the pair were a little shy about promoting the marketplace, and players know why. With the update, the game is now selling consumables like XP, resource boost, presumably hoping new players will pay money to cut corners. Making the optics worse for Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix is that this comes on the back of an XP nerf. Did you have your hand up, Wes?
No.
Okay. This is the real reason they nerfed XP, said one angry fan over the Reddit about the update. Let no one tell you otherwise. Such a disgusting company. Oof, that's aggressive, but it sounds right. There's no low they will not sink to just so they can nickel and dime their customers. Wow, these are aggressive, but I'm going to keep going. They're getting good. They know how much the Marvel fans love Marvel and love using that exploit them in every way possible, which sounds like every company when it comes to microtransactions. Never mind building a good relationship and goodwill with the customers when they know the fans will be attracted to anything Marvel like moths to a flame. And that's like any game that, if you think about it, we play. Yeah, what's up, Wes?
Yeah, absolutely.
So one of the biggest reasons that everybody's extremely pissed about this is that when the game first came out, they made a huge thing about never doing monetization tactics with the game. And the first time people realized something was going to start to become a problem was about 8 months ago, when they nerfed the XP, which is what you were just got done talking about.
Yep.
Now, from there, it only made sense that they would go ahead and do this particular stuff to go ahead and, like you said, have people cut corners. Now, I'm also seeing some other stuff that people went ahead and said, like they said straight up, uninstalled today. Don't think I'll ever worry about coming back for Spider-Man either. You know what I mean? When he's in the PlayStation version. Mm-hmm. Other people are saying can't be bothered to support a company with zero integrity. Will not purchase another Crystal Dynamics game again. Hey. And that's the big dude. Like,
that's a truer. That's not a. There's no truer statement than that.
Yeah,
fair. I mean, you said
like
you were going to do
you're
something.
Losing respect of people that are paying money for your games, and you're telling people, hey, you're not going to have to do this. You know, you're not going to have to. We're not going to have microtransactions. You're not going to have any of this kind of shit in this game, right?
Yeah.
And then all integrity goes out the window, and you're just fucking your customers left and right.
I think what they can fall back on is the fact that, and maybe they could have done a way better job of wording. First of all, you never want to come out ever, and say that you're 100% not going to do something. Because we actually just got done talking about this in the meat and potatoes, as I would say, of the episode where I was like, the trickle-down effect is that every company doing this is now forcing other companies to have to do the same thing too to keep up their revenue stream. So I would never want a company to come out and say, hey, we're not going to do this. But what they can probably fall back on is the shit that they're coming out with is nothing that you need, and it's nothing that you can't get throughout the game through just grinding and getting it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like you're forced to do this to hang with other people or to complete this or complete that. So at least they have that to fall back on.
Just to finish out the article really quick, it says, for now, it remains to be seen what this means for the future of the game, but many fans are worried that this is a sign of the game, which is about to go down the road of free-to-play and pay-to-win route. At the moment of this publishing, Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix haven't addressed any of the backlash. That said, this is very much a developing situation, so it might change. So I will keep an eye on this story. I'll put it in my notes, and I will keep an eye to see if it continuously updates. By the way, again, this was from comicbook.com, written by Tyler Fisher, and it was actually done today. Oh, no, yesterday at 4 o'clock. So this is so very, very current.
And this is where the article that I was going off of was off of IGN.com, and it was written by Jared Moore.
So this is where it gets interesting because, again, while it's nothing that hinders your ability to play the game, it is still something they said they wouldn't do, and now you're getting called out for it. So this next little bit is going to be interesting because this is where
it's going to be what? What was that word you just fucking used?
Which one? I don't know what I say after I say it.
Well, because you definitely didn't say the word interesting. You added like an extra couple D's in there. You want to get them D's out your mouth?
Sure. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Because this is where, with its fan supporters, whatever you want to call it, this is where a game company goes this way or this way. Where you're being called out on something like this, what are you going to do about it?
Pull the whole Xbox route. We're going to charge you X amount of dollars for this. Oh, no, we're kidding. Sorry.
I mean, that's probably the best way to go.
Or
that's probably the best
just
way
give up some dope ass free shit. Plain and simple.
Like, this is where you come out with a okay, we were wrong to try to do this, so maybe we'll try to meet you in the middle and we'll go this route. Are you cool with that? Like, if you just basically say, fuck it, this is what we're doing, take us or leave us, that's not the way you want to go about it.
Not at all.
But that's the way a lot of these companies do it anyway.
Exactly, and I was just going to say that. A lot of companies decide to go that route, and it sucks.
Basically what I was saying was this is going to be a crossroads moment, I guess, where they can go one way or the other, and then hopefully they choose.
It's just crazy, though. I get it's Crystal Dynamics, but it's Square Enix's name is attached to it. So, again, that's a huge company, right?
Yeah.
But you're losing a lot of clout.
Exactly.
But like I said,
at this point, with a name like that, what do you do, right? Like you said, they're at the crossroads. Do you take? You got to look when your name.
You either double down or you don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
you got to take the higher road out of this situation.
Yeah. Now, again, at the same time, this falls under the category of what you and I were talking. Well, what the three of us were talking about in the beginning. Whereas a microtransaction isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not the end all be all.
If you don't actually need it to win, if you can still attain these things by grinding a little bit,
right?
Then fine. Then fine. And that seems to be what this is. Again, we'll get into it. What are we playing? I haven't played it long enough to know just how crazy the grind is. We grew up with some crazy grinding with Pokemon and shit like that we did under our own free will.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that I tell what we do in fucking Pokemon, and they're like, "Are you fucking crazy? Why do you do that?" Yeah, because I like to be OP. That's why. But
facts.
So, hopefully, I mean, they pissed a couple people off. I think some I think they pissed some people off. I think, but like I said, from what I see so far, it just seems like they're bitching about things that don't actually matter.
Right, but you're the only one playing the game right now, so I guess we'll find out from you when we talk about what are we playing.
Yeah, when are we doing that?
Now.
So.
I just figured Andy was just going to go into it. We were going to just make it awkward.
I figured Wes was going to be like, so. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, dude.
So. What are we playing?
Oh, go ahead, Andy.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. I will start, since we just talked about it, I will start with Avengers. We talked last episode about how Marvel's Avengers was coming to Game Pass. It was like, now's the perfect time. We heard some things that seemed a little shaky before us. It's like, I don't know that I want to spend money on it. But with it coming to Game Pass, I was like, all right, it's still a multiplayer game. So let's see what's up, see if they fix some things, if it'd be something that'd be fun for people to watch for, Fridays when we all stream together. Because originally that was our whole plan to begin with. Like when we first heard about the game, we were like, oh, dude, perfect. We got something we can all play together and, we can stream it. And then we heard some wild things. And so I decided to download it. This is a huge download. I'm pretty sure it was like 125 gigs.
Oh my god!
Which is nothing with a freaking system that's got like a terabyte hard drive. But what was I gonna say? So you have to complete, which a lot of games do this these days. You have to complete a solo mission before you can unlock, the multiplayer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you start with this. So they have Heroes Reassemble, which is the solo story, which you play as Kamala Khan. That's the one you have to do by yourself, and then the next three that you have after that, you have the one based around Hawkeye. You have War for Wakanda, and there's another one, I think, Avengers Initiative or whatever, that say they're for 1 to 4 players. So I'm not even touching those. So I started the solo campaign, and dude, I've had nothing but a great. I went in thinking the bar was set super low because I'd heard nothing, but
you went in skeptical.
Yeah, I went in skeptical because I was like, I'm just waiting to run into whatever it is that people are bitching about. Now, I do acknowledge that I'm getting to it, I feel like almost a calendar year now after it's been out, right? Almost?
Longer than that.
Longer than that. So I do realize that I'm getting it after they've already reworked the game a few times and, I guess fixed some things. But I mean, the bit that I've played, dude, it's super fun. It's the type of action game that I like because it still has, collectibles and shit to fill out. So like the stuff that Anthony and I are always talking about that we're doing, trying to find everything. You got to go this way. I want to go this way first. But it's fairly linear, so you're not spending 5 hours in the same place trying to check everything because there's only so many places you can go.
Yeah.
But there's still the ability to, find out other stuff. Being able to play as all the characters initially to, figure out how they move and, the different weapons they have, which is very satisfying because you're literally doing exactly what you see in the movies and it feels awesome. But yeah, playing through Kamala's story is great. There's a great, mix of combat and stealth and platforming, searching the cinematics. Some of the cutscenes were pretty. I think the longest was probably like 8 minutes, but it's enough. It's enough of like a movie. It was only one of them. Yeah, it was only one of them. The bulk of them are like 3-4 minutes, but they're like they keep you engaged. The voice acting's great, so it's like it's just setting up the next part of the story you're about to do. And dude, it's so much fun. And like, finding the different things to upgrade your powers and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not going to go and mess around with any of the multiplayer stuff because if you guys give it a shot and end up liking it too, it'd be perfect for Friday nights since we were going to do it anyway and everyone can just, be who they want to be. Yeah. See Anthony flying around as the Hulk.
That's true. That's accurate.
Fucking, yeah. I don't remember
certain
who you said.
I know you need to go a little bit longer into the game before you can play them.
Yeah, well, I do believe once you finish the solo campaign, I think you would have everything unlocked that you would need to go into the multiplayer thing. I don't know how long it takes. I've been doing it for an hour and a half, and I think I'm just getting to like the last part of it. So I don't think it's incredibly long, probably because they want you to be able to play with your friends, so they don't make it super long.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's fun. I've had no issue. There's been no issue with controls or combat or any of that. So I'm glad. I do look at the marketplace and see that there's a lot of things that you can spend money on, but again, it's nothing that I need. There's, consumables and shit like that you find along the way from grinding through shit. I don't care about a fucking skin. Like, I really don't. I'll just rock with whatever you give me. But yeah, it's been fun. I finished. I'm done. So that's it for that. I'm done UFC 4. My career longevity caught up to me, so the game basically decided, hey, you got one fight left. So I finished 43-0, defended my welterweight belt like 22 times, something like that.
Nice.
I won my last. I did play with fire for the last one because I wanted to try to go out on like a fight of the night. So I purposely I fought Mike Perry. He was my last fight, and I beat the shit out of his head until like a couple more headshots would have done it, and then I just started going to the body, and then I started kicking his legs. So I tried to systematically break him down so I could make the fight go a little bit longer. Ran the risk of him landing a big shot because this game they took from the old school fight night things where you can just get flash knockout. Mm-hmm. So if you're going for you dip down to throw an uppercut or something and they come up with a head kick, nighty night, keep your butthole tight. It is what it is. But so I finished that, and then we rolled into the Ascent on Friday.
It's them fucking M&Ms, bro. You gotta stop that shit. Daggone, that's like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And he only got you like twice.
We rolled into the Ascent.
I've been nice.
Yeah. The Ascent last night, and again, every time we played this game now, we've, I think, at most died one time and finished either a main mission or 2 side missions, which is what we did last night. We killed a lot of shit, did bang, and we only died once, and we only stopped because we were doing a damn mission where you had to plant this bacteria and wait for it to grow, and little do we know, you have to wait an hour real time for it to grow. Right. And this was at the tail end of our shit.
We should just turn our shit on tonight, all just join the game and sit in the room for like an hour. We don't even have to be on. We don't even have to be on. Just fucking turn the game on. We all do it together and just leave our shit on for like an hour.
And then jump on the PlayStation.
And then just jump on the fucking PlayStation. Holy shit, dude.
But,
oh my god.
Yeah, I mean the Ascent's pretty much become, same shit, different day. Basically. Shooting the same shit, killing the same shit, upgrading shit.
I agree with what Anthony said though.
It feels good
when
though.
Playing it to where it's kind of like, what are we doing again? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I don't get.
Oh yeah, I have no, like. There's one of my gripes about that is that I don't know. Maybe they were almost too ambitious. I don't know, but the game is so large. Like it also frustrates me that I know for a fact, for people that play, like I said, Anthony and I generally play slightly different than US, so it drives me nuts when you're in a place that big that I know for certain we've probably missed like 15 different side missions that we could collect. Yeah. And it drives me nuts. But then that also, we're going and doing shit, and I can easily say this. I have no clue what the story is. I have no clue who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing it.
I'm actually trying to find the story for you.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
now.
man. Because honestly, I'm running the game and I'm having fun with the game. You know what I mean? That's not the concern. The concern is the fact of the story. It's kind of falling into what Fallout 76 originally was, to where the story just doesn't matter.
Okay, so here's the premise behind the game. The game takes place with an archaeological in a futuristic dystopian world known as Vels, controlled by a powerful mega corporation called the Ascent Group. Okay, so that makes sense. Players assume the control of a worker enslaved by the company after the mysterious collapse of the Ascent Group. The archaeology descends into chaotic free-for-all, pitting districts, syndicates, and rival corporations against each other for control. The player's role is to stop other factions from seizing control and uncover the mystery behind the demise of the Ascent Group. So basically, we're trying to figure out what happened to the Ascent Group and how they disappeared.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Me neither. Like, I don't get that. I don't feel that when I play the game. Like, I
feel like we've been playing enough. We played the game for, I'd say, probably total maybe 7 hours. Maybe 7-8 hours. And I feel like and again, I'm having fun shooting my boys too, but it's like I feel like we're just constantly killing and shooting the same shit in the same places.
We are.
And then having to run all the way back, which takes us fucking 5, 7, 10 minutes to get all the way back to the main place, and then go ahead and turn it in.
5, 7, 10 minutes.
Which is what made me initially be like, maybe Avengers would be a better playthrough because there's a clear goal, clear story. We know what we're doing, and we're going to different places to do it. So
and also Avengers has a very Destiny type thing to where once you're done the objective, you have a countdown until you end up back at the hub,
which is nice. So you don't have to spend 10 minutes running back.
Yeah, 5, 7, 10 minutes. You don't spend that much time going back.
Yeah. So like I've enjoyed what we're doing in the Ascent. It's just every day that we do it, it doesn't seem like we're doing anything different. We haven't gone anywhere different. We haven't seen anyone different. We've seen like a different colored mech that basically looks the same as just a different color. I agree. The fact that you have to travel so long makes it less likely that you want to actually stick around for all of the conversations with the people. So you just skip through it, get your mission, go do it, have no clue what you're doing or why you're doing it.
And I mean, I know you can take the metro in the game to go ahead and kind of get around a little bit faster, but then when you do that, you lose out on XP, you know what I mean, from going around and killing people on your way to things. So I mean,
so like maybe the metro really only
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, metro seems to be something to use once all your skills are maxed out, which doesn't seem to take all too long since they only go to 20.
Yeah,
that's true. Crazy.
But yeah. So it's not like it's weird. It's like some weird middle ground. Like, here's the thing. If I wasn't playing it with you guys, I don't think I'd be having any fun.
That's true.
I probably wouldn't. Yeah,
I would actually.
It
would be a game I would never play.
Because it's like one of those things where it's like I'm enjoying it because we're just running and shooting shit, and it's a pretty easy mindset. Yeah. But I'm not enjoying, like, I feel like the hour and a half that we really get to play each week, hour and a half, 2 hours, is not maximized. You know what I mean?
I can agree with that.
We're spending a lot of time, like, especially because we've had a couple days where time has been cut into because either your whole goddamn game glitches out, you know what I mean, and we have to restart, go back in.
To where that it's, you know what I mean, it cuts down on how long we can actually stay on.
Well, that could happen with any game, period. But I'm just saying, like, while we're actively playing the game, you don't want to be dealing with like stupid glitches like that, or getting booted or killing the same shit over and over again. So, the three of us will decide what we want to do with that. Just like when you made your executive decision to not continue with The Evil Within and move into Alien Isolation, which was a far better watch. Was it Isolation you moved into? What did you move into?
Yeah, it was. No, it was Isolation because
or
the first
did you go
one we
from
did
Evil
was
Within to Resident Evil? Oh, the first one was Resident Evil. Okay.
Resident Evil 2, yeah. And then we went straight into we did Evil Within, and that dude, I played it for 2 hours or 3 hours, and I was like, I didn't.
Sometimes it's just, dude. Sometimes shit just doesn't land.
Yeah. I will say that my gaming has been fairly slim, and what I have been doing is just the normal grinding of an RPG. I mean, I'm running through the story, like the actual story mode, and Brotherhood of Steel storyline for Fallout 76, and that's all I've really been doing.
Hashtag grind time, son.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing the same thing through Forza. Still, we've been playing the Ascent, but I've been doing the whole I guess you can call it a grind because I'm rolling through the story mission,
car parts to make
the story mission races and shit like that. They have in Horizon 4 they have different ones where you could do they're not actual races, but you're a stunt driver for a movie. There's another one where you're a driver for a documentary about cars that are anyway.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's they're and of course they're timed and shit like that. So me being who I am, I'm trying to get the best gold, the best time and three gold stars and all that shit for all of them, and first place here and there. And anyway, but so I've accumulated $4.4 million so far and roughly 78 cars out of 572 cars or something.
It would be crazy for me to hit up Mike and ask him how much money he has in that game, considering Forza is the only game he's played for the last 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's about it. Nothing's really changed. Still just rolling through the game, having fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping to finish up. Because like I said, as soon as we're done here, I think Alex is she's making some custom car seat covers for the boy or something. So if he's chill, I'm gonna try to get back into some Avengers. Because like I said, I would like to. Wes is gone again. You're both gone. Oh, never mind. You gotta warn us before you do that, dog. What are you talking about?
I figure I can go ahead and just handle it, and then that way it's here.
No, you got it. That's fine. But I would like to just get the solo thing for Avengers done, so that way, like I said, should we decide to switch off the Ascent, I'll just wait. I won't play anything else in the game. I'll just sit and switch over to something else until you guys do the same.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like I said, it's not very long. I think it's maybe a couple hours.
All right, so let me go ahead and tell everybody where they can find us. You can connect with CGC on our website at consolegamingcrew.com. You also have our email, which is consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. Our Twitter is at consolecrew. That is the place where you can find us, fairly frequently. YouTube and Instagram are both Console Gaming Crew. Facebook, we said to hell with you. Not really, but we're saying it now. If you want to go ahead and find us or anybody else in the network that we are a part of, please go to bossrushgames.com. Yes, I said it slow because I can't talk fast.
Attaboy.
Not only will you find us there, but you will find other amazing podcasts and also other amazing content creators. So yes, please go to bossrushgames.com. Our Twitch is CGC Podcast. You can come hang out with me on Monday nights with some of my boys. We do co-op games. And then on Friday nights, we keep it fun until we go freaky. So
we keep it fun. We keep it Friday. I thought that's where you were going with that.
Now, right now, we're keeping it fun with the Ascent, maybe Avengers. We'll go ahead and see what goes on with there. And then after that, we might go freaky. I might play some Resident Evil 3. We'll figure out what's going on at that point in time.
Okay.
So,
you know what would be really cool? I got to cut you off really quick. I know you're rolling.
No, I'm all done. Go ahead.
I would love to see if we could find a Freaky Friday game that's multiplayer.
That would be wicked.
For the three of us to play together.
I will do
some research.
I will do some
As will I.
There. I will do some
because that would be fucking sick.
But again, even if you did now, Resident Evil 3 would be perfect. But don't forget, we did also mention that something like Until Dawn would be perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
So one because it's you wouldn't have to spend a month of Freaky Fridays doing it. It'd probably be 3 days mayy.
But so yeah, I mean, if that, I beat it in a night. Not even. I played. Yeah. Remember, I played it in a whole sitting. Yeah, it was 6 hours. I played it. Whole thing.
Damn.
And I actually got the best outcome too, which is awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's been fun. It's been real.
As always. So can we please ask everybody to stay safe, wash your hands, mask up if you need to, and as always,
Game on.
Game on.
game on, y'all. Peace.